Hello friends, welcome back to the class. Today's topic is the stereochemical aspects and Woodward-Hoffmann rules of electrocyclizations. So before that, the classification of pericyclic reactions. So the pericyclic reactions are classified into 5 types. The first reaction is electrocyclization reaction. Second one, cycloaddition reaction. Third one, sigmatropic rearrangements or shifts. Fourth one, chelotropic reactions. And final one, group transfer reactions. Friends, pericyclic reactions classified into 5 types: electrocyclic reactions, cycloaddition reactions, sigmatropic rearrangements, chelotropic reactions, group transfer reactions. So let's start the first one, electrocyclization reactions. So what is the definition of electrocyclization reactions? So you see, this is the example I am taking for explanation of this reaction. So this is a continuous pi conjugative system. So what is that? Continuous pi conjugative system. So now these are end positions of pi conjugation, that is called pi terminals. So pi termini. So now these lobes are going to rotate either clockwise or counterclockwise, going to form a sigma bond. That means continuous pi conjugation forming sigma bond at the end of pi conjugations. That means at the termini of pi conjugation. That is called electrocyclization reactions. The reverse reaction is also called electrocyclization reaction. So what is the definition? Formation of new sigma bond. Yes, formation of new sigma bond at pi termini. At a pi termini, and it's a reverse process. It's a reverse reaction is called electrocyclization reactions. You see, in the reactant, we have a continuous pi conjugative system. In product, we are obviously getting a cyclic product. So, what in pericyclic reactions, in characteristics we discussed. So, in pericyclic reaction, there is an equilibrium between reactants and products. So, what is the percentage of reactant and product at equilibrium? That will depends on thermodynamical stability. Means, so here in between the reactant and product, the more stable compound is predominant, exists in more percentage. So now here, expense of one pi bond in electrocyclization reactions going to form one new sigma bond. That means if 3 pi bonds are present in the reactant, so in 3 pi bonds, so we only get 2 pi bonds in different positions, and the remaining pi bond convert into sigma bond. So expense of 1 pi bond convert into 1 sigma bond. So friends, electrocyclization reactions. So what is electrocyclization reaction? Formation of a new sigma bond at a termini of continuous pi conjugation. And its reverse reaction is also called electrocyclization reaction. So classification of electrocyclization reactions based on pi systems. Here electrocyclizations are classified into 2 types. First one, 4n pi electrocyclizations. What are the 4n pi electrocyclizations? In reactant, if it has even number of pi bonds. Even number of pi bonds. That means 2 pi bonds, 4 pi bonds. So those kind of reactants comes under 4n pi electrocyclizations. So what are 4n pi electrocyclization? In reactant, if even number of pi bonds are present, that comes under 4n pi electrocyclization. For example, so 1,3 butadiene. So here this bond shift here, this bond shift here. Due to shifting of this bond, we get a sigma bond. Shifting of this pi bond, we get a new pi bond here. So this is a electrocyclization. 2 pi bonds are present, therefore it is 4n pi electrocyclization. Second one, 4n plus 2 pi electrocyclizations. What are the 4n plus 2 pi electrocyclizations? In the reactant, if even number of pi bonds are participating. So even number of pi bonds are present in reactant, that is called 4n pi electrocyclizations. Example, 135 hexatriene. So 3 pi bonds are present. Therefore, it comes under 4n plus 2 pi electrocyclization reactions. The next important concept about stereochemical course of electrocyclization reactions. Based on stereochemical course, electrocyclizations are classified into two types. Kahn mode of electrocyclizations. What are the Kahn mode of electrocyclizations? At pi termini, the two carbons along with the groups rotate in clockwise directions or counterclockwise direction. Two carbons. The second one, dis mode of electrocyclizations. What are the dis mode of electrocyclization? At pi termini, one carbon move in clockwise direction, another carbon move in anti-clockwise direction, or one carbon move in counterclockwise direction, another one move in clockwise direction. So this is called dis mode of electrocyclizations. Now let's start Kahn mode of electrocyclizations. So here, what is Kahn mode of electrocyclization? In Kahn mode of electrocyclization, that may be ring closure reaction or ring opening reaction, the orbitals and also groups of two carbons, the orbitals and also groups of two carbons at the pi termini turn in same direction, that means clockwise direction or counterclockwise direction. The orbitals along with two carbons can rotate in clockwise direction or counterclockwise direction, that is called Kahn mode of electrocyclizations. So the representation like this. Yes. So for example, you see here, this orbital moving in counterclockwise direction, and this orbital is also moving in counterclockwise. That means two orbitals moving in counterclockwise, that's why it is called Kahn rotatory motion. So here the next example is counterclockwise. Yes. The next example is you see this example here. Yes, obviously at opposite ends we have positive charge on the lobes. Opposite lobes has positive charge, therefore C2 symmetry is present. So the molecular orbital at end positions, the lobes opposite has positive charge, therefore it has a C2 symmetry. Now you see here, so the orbital is moving in clockwise direction, therefore the groups also moving in clockwise direction. Yes, here you can see this orbital is also moving in clockwise direction and the groups also moving in clockwise direction. So that's why, so here one carbon moving in clockwise direction, another carbon moving at a clockwise direction, therefore it is called Kahn rotatory motion. So you see, when this orbital moving in clockwise direction, positive charge come to this place, negative charge of lobe come to this place. So CH3 move to upside, hydrogen moving to downside. Similarly, this orbital moving here, we have positive charge, and this orbital moving this side, negative lobe here. And you see CH3 moving to this direction, therefore coming to top side, hydrogen moving to bottom side, we have at bottom side. So second example is here, this one. You see the orbital has obviously C2 symmetry is present. The orbital and also groups moving in counterclockwise direction. Here also the orbital and the groups are moving in counterclockwise direction. How they are moving? Yes, counterclockwise. Therefore it is called conrotatory motion. And here, so right, moving of counterclockwise, we get a sigma bond. So friends, the next one, ring opening reaction. The before reactions are ring closure reactions. Here this reaction is ring opening reaction. You see, we are rotating, yes, this orbital in counterclockwise direction. So moving to upside, moving to downside, and this orbital moving to downside, moving to upside in counterclockwise direction. Meanwhile, the groups are also moving in same direction, that is counterclockwise. So therefore conrotatory motion. When this group is moving to this side, left side, so CH3 group come to the left and hydrogen group come to the right side. When this hydrogen moving to left side, it comes at left side in the reactant, CH3 moving to right side. So this is a con mode of rotation. Let's see what is a dis mode of rotation. Dis mode of rotation means in ring closure reaction or ring opening reactions, the orbital and also groups at one carbon turn in clockwise direction, and the orbital and groups at another carbon moving in counterclockwise direction. At one carbon moving in clockwise direction, at another carbon moving in counterclockwise direction. That is called, right, a dis mode of rotation. It is represented with, yes, it is represented with, yes, one carbon moving in counterclockwise, another moving in clockwise, or another one carbon moving in clockwise, another carbon moving in counterclockwise. You see this example here, this orbital moving in clockwise direction, where this orbital moving in counterclockwise direction. So that's why it is called disrotatory motion. Yes, right. After the reaction, yes, this lobe come to bottom side, positive lobe come to bottom side, negative lobe come to the top side. Here positive lobe come to the bottom side, negative lobe come to top side. So friends, let's see the examples. Okay, so this is the example. You see, in this example, at the end of the end carbons, the orbitals has positive charge at the top side, same side. Therefore it has a mirror plane of symmetry or sigma plane of symmetry. So then you see, so we are moving, so the orbitals in clockwise direction, this orbital is moving in clockwise. Similarly, the groups also moving in clockwise direction. So one carbon is moving in clockwise direction, orbital and also groups come to this carbon. So here orbital moving in counterclockwise direction. The same way groups are also moving in counterclockwise. This at this carbon, groups and orbital moving in clockwise direction, and at this carbon, groups and orbital moving in counterclockwise direction. Yes, first carbon moving in clockwise, second one moving in counterclockwise. Therefore this is called disrotatory motion. So you see, when this orbital move this direction, positive charge come to this place and the negative lobe come to the left side. So when CH3 move to the top side, hydrogen moving to the bottom side. Here CH3 moving to bottom side, hydrogen moving to top side, where the positive lobe come to the left side, negative lobe come to the right side. We get a positive lobe overlapped with the positive lobe. Through end-on overlapping, we get sigma bond. So right, this is the another example. Okay, so different way. The first one is counterclockwise, second one is clockwise direction. The same product we will get. So negative lobe overlapped with negative through end-on overlapping. So this is a reverse reaction, ring opening reaction. You see here, in ring opening reaction, the orbital and groups are moving in counterclockwise direction. here the orbital and groups are moving in clockwise direction. So due to this rotation, counterclockwise rotation, CH3 come to the left side, hydrogen come to the right side, and CH3 move to the right side, hydrogen come to the left side. So you see here, friends, so here at the first carbon the groups are moving in counterclockwise, second carbon groups are moving in clockwise direction. That is called disrotatory motion. So friends, this is about disrotatory motion, and from the example you can see that when orbitals having sigma symmetry, it is undergoing disrotatory motion. When orbitals having C2 symmetry, those are giving conrotatory motion. Remember friends, if orbitals has a sigma symmetry, it is undergoing disrotatory motion. Orbitals has a C2 symmetry, it is undergoing conrotatory motion. So from this the conclusion, symmetry in homomolecular orbital, homo has mirror plane of symmetry, then mode of rotation is disrotatory. Homo has a C2 symmetry, conrotatory. We can easily remember friends, C2, what is C? C is there, conrotatory, C is there. So when homo has C2 symmetry, con mode of rotation will takes place. The remaining automatically by default it is undergoing disrotatory motion. Okay friends, so what is that? Right here, when the molecular orbital has C2 symmetry, it undergoes conrotation, CC. Molecular orbital has mirror plane of symmetry or sigma symmetry, this will undergoes dis mode of rotation. This will undergoes dis mode of rotation. So next so for this, Woodward and Hoffman given some rules. So this is the rules. You see, when the pi electron system is 4n system, under thermal condition conrotatory will takes place. When photochemical condition, disrotatory takes place. Once again friends, for 4n electrocyclization reaction, under thermal condition con mode of rotation takes place. For photochemical condition, dis mode of rotation will takes place. When electrocyclization for 4n plus 2 pi electron cyclization, thermal condition dis mode of rotation is taking place. Photochemical condition con mode of rotation is taking place. So we have to predict this Woodward-Hoffmann selection rules based on different theories. Let's see some examples. So example here, this is the system is 2 pi bonds are present, therefore it is called 4n pi electrocyclization. 4n pi electrocyclization under thermal condition con mode of rotation will takes place. So in con mode of rotation, so here the lobes are undergoing clockwise and clockwise. You rotate this orbital in clockwise rotation, yes, clockwise, and here also you rotate this orbital in clockwise. That means CH3 going to top side, this CH3 coming to the bottom side. That means here hydrogen is present, here also hydrogen is present. So therefore, so CH3 going to top side, CH3 coming to the bottom side, we will get yes. So they did the written way, opposite way. Okay, see here, yes. So here how they are doing, so they rotated this carbon in counterclockwise, this is counterclockwise. So now due to rotation of counterclockwise, CH3 coming to bottom side, this CH3 coming to the top side. So when photochemical condition, the 4n electron cyclization undergoes dis mode of rotation. That means one is undergoing clockwise direction, another undergoing counterclockwise. That means at this position, this carbon undergoes counterclockwise, clockwise, this is undergoing counterclockwise. So due to counterclockwise, CH3 goes to the top side, we will get at a top side CH3. Due to clockwise, CH3 going to top side, we will get CH3 at the top side. The next example is 135 hexatriene derivative, that is comes under 4n plus 2 pi electron cyclization. So under thermal condition, 4n plus 2 electron cyclization undergoes this mode of rotation. This mode of rotation. So in this mode of rotation, here this orbital is moving in yes clockwise direction, this orbital moving in counterclockwise direction. So here we will get this compound cyclohexadiene, orbital moving in clockwise direction, bring the CH3 to top side, and orbital moving in counterclockwise. So okay, small mistake has okay, this mode of rotation. Okay, right. So this is going to give. Okay, 1 second. So leave this example, friends. Right here, this is another example. Right here, this is another example. 135 hexatriene thermal condition. Okay, so thermal condition 1 2 3 135 hexatriene derivative, 4n plus 2 electron cyclization. What is the rotation? This mode of rotation. In this mode of rotation, this orbital moving in clockwise, counterclockwise, this is moving clockwise, counterclockwise, this bring in top side, this is also brings in top side, therefore cis compound has obtained. The next example is under thermal condition, so here they given a trans compound, so this is not possible for this compound. Okay, right, another compound. This is example, obviously they are asking in examination. 135 hexatriene, you see here, what about the positions of hydrogens? The hydrogens are trans to each other. So the after electrocyclization reaction, so this is in the photochemical condition, 4n plus 2 electron cyclization, Kahn mode of rotation is taking place. How can you say? 1 2 3 pi bonds are present, that is comes under 4n plus 2 electron cyclization. 4n plus 2 electron cyclization, photochemical condition, Kahn rotation is taking place. So therefore this orbital moving in clockwise, this is moving in clockwise. So here it is already present at the top side. When you rotate, this is come to the bottom side, this will come to the top side. So right here, so next examples are okay, so these are different example, you have to practice and write. Again, lot of examples are there. Okay, yes. So friends, this is about the stereochemical course in electrocyclization reactions. So we will meet in next class about the theories which are used to determine the allowed and forbidden conditions of pericyclic reaction. Thank you.